Financial markets are betting that next week's election will see the return of inflation and a limit on further US rate cuts because both candidates plan to lift the budget deficit with spending and/or tax cuts. So the US dollar is rising and the Aussie dollar has dropped 5% in a month to 65.6 US cents today. Here's a chart of US government debt as a percentage of GDP since the War of Independence. Apart from World War II, it's the highest it's ever been. And here's what the Congressional Budget Office is predicting will happen based on existing policies before the election promises increase it some more. The share market rose 1/3% today, led by banks and miners and Premier Investments, which is selling 3 of its retail businesses to Myer. Guess which company investors think is doing better out of the deal? Premier is up 10%, Myer down 1.6%. And here's a chart comparing the share prices of Myer and Premier over the past 10 years. Myer has halved, Premier has tripled. Its market value is now more than 6 times that of Myer. And that's because Premier's profit margin is close to 10%, while Myer's is 2.3%. Now, today's deal is complicated, but basically Myer is issuing shares to Premier in return for Just Jeans, Dotti, JJ's and some cash. And Premier's Solomon Lew ends up with 26% of Myer and goes on the board to teach them how to make a margin of 10%. They hope. Most global markets went up today, apart from China's. Oil fell a bit more and the iron ore price jumped 2.5%. Oh, and tomorrow is quarterly CPI day, which will decide if and when we get a rate cut. The RBA is looking for 3% headline, 3.5% core. If it's less, happy days. And that's finance.